it's minute make time. Come on. Right, it's minute make time, and here's what we're going to make today. A colourful keyring charm. Perfect to hang on your bag, belt or lunchbox. Now, to make one of these, you'll need a pipe cleaner, some plastic coloured beads, a key ring and a small plastic toy or button with a loop on the back of it like this. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way!
Oh, well, let's find out. I'm going to have to be very quick, but don't worry. I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Are you ready? Great! Let's make it in a minute. Start the clock! Right, let's get our pipe cleaner and feed on our small plastic toy like that. That's the rhino. Let's put him round there once or twice. There we go. Brilliant. Now let's turn it over like that and start feeding on our plastic beads. I'm going to start with this small dark green one like that. There we go. And then put on one of these slightly larger light green ones. There we go. You can use whatever colour beads you like and whatever shape and size.
Halfway there.
Oh, no, they're going everywhere. I've got to be... Oh, no, I need a big one now. That's it. That goes on there, like that. Now another small one. Oh, dear, I'm running out of time. There we go. And one more big one should do it, I think. All right. Oh, no, I'm running out of time. Right, now I need the keyring loop like that. And then I just need to loop it round and round and round and round like that. There we go. A fantastic keyring charm. Now all we need to do is attach it to our backpack or our lunchbox. And if you've got more than a minute, you could make a football keyring charm in your favourite team's colours and a football button. Or even a multicoloured key charm with a star at the bottom. A brilliant keyring bag charm made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Attach an old toy or button to the pipe cleaner, then feed lots of beads onto the pipe cleaner from the other end, and twist on your keyring loop to finish your keyring charm.
Why don't you try making it in a minute?
Ooh. Where is it?
Oh, honestly, where could it be? Oh, have you ever put something in a secret place and then completely forgotten where you've put it? Oh, that's what I've done. Oh. Oh, it's my secret piggy bank that I was saving up all my coins in. Yeah, I'm sure I put it in the doodle drawers somewhere. No, it's not in here. Oh, I was sure that I put my pink piggy bank in those doodle drawers. Here, have you seen it anywhere? It's a pink piggy bank, sort of this colour, and it looks like a pig, sort of like this one, and it holds money, sort of like this one. Hang on a minute. This is my piggy bank. Oh, but how did it get all the way over to these shelves from the doodle drawers? That is a bit of a mystery. But I tell you what, it gives me a great idea.
A fantastic bookend secret safe to hide your secret arty stuff or favourite toys in.
Let's make it! We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. 2 cardboard cereal boxes, a glue stick, some white and coloured paint, and a black felt tip pen. Whoa! And we also need a few big pebbles, and we can get those from a garden centre. I'll be back in a tick. Here they are. Here are our pebbles. Let's lay them out here. Now, to make your bookend secret safe, to hide your secret stuff inside, you have to get 2 empty cardboard cereal boxes, like this, with flaps on the lid. Now we're going to cover both of these boxes, including the lids, in white paint. Now this is a good tip as it lets us cover everything with coloured paint much easier later on. Once your cereal boxes are dry, it's time to paint them with coloured paint. Now make sure that you paint on the front, the edge and the back of your box, but don't paint on these edges here because they're going to be the pages of our books. Oh. Now let's paint this one red and this one blue. Now, for a really great effect, you can use a slightly lighter colour down this side of the book here, which is called the spine. And how about adding a rectangle on the front cover like this? And when both of your boxes are painted and dry, you can use a black pen to add some extra details. How about adding black lines on the white edges for the pages of the books? And some rectangles down the spine and on the front to make it look like a realistic book. Don't they look good? Now we can stick them together. Brilliant! But these are a bit light at the moment, so to keep your books standing on the shelf, pop a couple of pebbles into each box. This will keep your books standing on the shelf and nicely weighed down. Now your bookend secret safe is ready for action. And you can put whatever you want inside it. Maybe your favourite secret toy. Right, come on then, Mr. Dinosaur. In you go. That's it. And close it up, and no one will know where your toy is. Well, no one except you, of course. It's a terrific bookend secret safe. And there are lots of other designs you could try too. How about some small books made out of fun-sized cereal boxes? Or you could make a really big one using very big cereal boxes like this. Fantastic! But it still doesn't solve the puzzle of how my secret piggy bank got all the way from the doodle drawers over to the shelves on his own. Oh well, I guess that will remain a mystery forever. Hey, it's Minute Make time! Come on! It's Minute Make time, and here's what we're going to make today. A bookworm! The perfect fellow to mark where you are in a book or a favourite page. Now, to make a bookworm, you will need a strip of card, some scissors, an old rubber glove, some cotton wool, a glue stick, some sticky tape and some googly eyes. No, not these googly eyes. The sort of googly eyes that you find in an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Right, here are our googly eyes. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
Not a chance!
Well, let's find out. I'm going to have to be very quick, but don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Are you ready? Great! Let's make it in a minute. Start the clock. Right, the first thing we're going to do is get our old rubber glove and some scissors and very carefully cut off 2 of the fingers like this. There we go. Very careful. Nice. And then just give them a little snip. Right, now let's fill these with cotton wool. Here we go. There's a bit in that finger there. In you go. And then we need a bit in this finger here. There we go. Right, stuff it. I'm going to leave a little bit at each end because that's where we're going to put this, our strip of card. Now, if I bunch it all together there and get a bit of sticky tape, I can stick it down on that side and then another bit of sticky tape for this side. Here we go. Bunch it together there.
Faster! Faster!
stick down, there we go. And if you turn it over, yeah, it's looking good, looking good. Right, now I need some glue on this side here. There we go, where I can put the two googly eyes. There's one, and there's two. There, I've done it!
That was close.
Phew, that was close. But if you've got more than a minute, you could try some other bookworms. Like this one here with spots. Or this one with glittery stripes. Or how about this one with fur? Bookworms made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Cut 2 fingers off a washing up glove. Stuff them with cotton wool and stick both ends to the piece of card. Finally, stick on the googly eyes to finish your bookworm.
Why don't you try and make it in a minute? Hey, it's Minute Make time! It's Minute Make time, and here's what we're going to make today. A pencil bug. Aye, aye, Mr. Bug. Now, to make a pencil bug, you will need 2 long pieces of wool, 4 short pieces of wool, a sharp pencil, plus some googly eyes and some air-drying clay. Now, you can find them in an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Right, here are the googly eyes, and I'm going to leave the air-drying clay in the bag for the minute. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
Not a chance.
Oh, let's find out. I'm going to have to be very quick, but don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Let's make it in a minute. Start the clock. Right, let's get 2 lumps of air-drying clay, one slightly bigger than the other. There we go. I'm just going to rip a little bit off the big bit and make a smaller ball in one hand and a smaller ball in the other. Yep, and put those to the side. Now, these are going to be the head and the body. So let's squidge those together like that. There we are. The head goes on top. Now I'm going to give our pencil bug some hair like this. I'm going to push it in with the pencil. There we go. Now, if I turn it over, there's one arm on there, that side. Give him an arm on the other side as quickly as I can. Right, now he needs some legs, doesn't he? He needs some legs, so let's give him 2. There we go. Let's give him some legs there. There's one leg, and there's the other. Right, he's looking good, he's looking good. Let's give him some eyes. Just squidge those in. There's 1 and there's 2. And now we can give him feet with these smaller balls there. There's 1 and there's 2. And then we can just push a pencil in the bottom.
That was close.
That was close. And when your pencil bug is dry and you've got more than a minute, you could paint it a nice bright colour and maybe cover it in gloopy PVA glue to keep everything stuck together. Plus, there are lots of other ideas you could try too. How about a stripy orange and red one? You can even make one with lots of arms.
Ah.
Pencil bugs made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Roll 2 large balls and 2 small balls of the clay. Put the large balls together to make a head and a body. Push in the wool with a pencil to make the hair, arms and legs. Stick on your googly eyes. Add the 2 small balls for feet. Now you can stick your pencil bug onto your pencil.
Why don't you try making it in a minute? A periscope! Oh yes, shipmates. I can see land. I can see... Wait a minute. Who's that? Oh, it's you! I was just playing behind the sofa. I'm pretending that this is my submarine, and I'm the submarine captain. Yeah, look, I've even got my own periscope. This helps me find things. I'm looking for my lost pencils at the moment. Yeah, maybe you can help me and my submarine find them. OK, let's do it. Right, I'm coming back aboard. Dive, dive, dive! Where are they? Well, they're not on the table. No, that's empty. Well, no, they're not on there. Hang on a minute. Zoom in, please. Hooray! We've found the pencils. Thanks for your help, everyone. That was great fun. And it's given me a great idea.
A super submarine that's also a pencil case.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. A plastic fabric conditioner bottle with a nice wide neck and a lid. A washing ball with a flat bottom. Plastic containers and pots. Some paint, some tissue paper and a black pen. And some masking tape and some gloopy PVA glue. Whoa! Now, to make your very own fantastic submarine pencil case, like this one here, you first have to get an adult to help you thoroughly clean and dry out a fabric conditioner bottle and all of the other plastic containers. Now, make sure you've got a plastic pot with a lid, like this one here, and also a small plastic bottle with a flip-up lid like that. Let's start putting all of our bits together. Let's put the fabric conditioner bottle here. That's going to be the main body of our submarine. And let's put the pot on this end here at the back. There we go. Now let's take the washing ball and put it on the end of that pot. And how about the plastic bottle with the flip-up lid? That can go up here because that's where our periscope's going to be. And so our pencil case can stand up. Let's put the lid on the bottom there. Great! Everything looks in position now, so we can stick it all together with some masking tape. Now, you can put on as much tape as you like to do this, but make sure that you don't put any tape over this open end of the washing ball, because that's where all our pencil sharpeners and rubbers are going to go. Now we can cover it in a layer of gloopy glue and tissue paper. Now you could use strips of yellow tissue paper like this, or any colour you like really. Now the more layers of tissue paper you put on, the better it will look. Add as many layers as you want and then leave it to dry. And when it's dry, you can paint on some details. How about some porthole windows and some stripes on the side? Now cover your plastic lids with a special mixture that's half paint and half gloopy glue. Let's give it a mix. Finally, when your submarine is all nice and dry, you can add some extra details with a black pen. Doesn't it look great? Now all we need to do is pop some pencils into our new submarine pencil case. And I know just where those pencils are. Won't be a tick. I've got them. Now, we can put anything we like in our new pencil case. We could put big things like these pencils in this end. And we could put smaller things like these rubbers in this end. Fantastic! Now I'll never lose them again! Pencils! Where have they gone this time? It's Minute Make time! Come on. Here's what we're going to make today. A bubble bag.
Great for keeping all your bits and pieces inside.
Very nice. And to make one of these, you will need a pair of scissors, a glue stick, some circles of felt, a long shoelace, a large rectangle of felt, a hole punch and a bubble envelope. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way!
Well, I think I can do it, Tocky, although I will have to be very quick. Don't worry, though, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Let's make it in a minute! Right, let's get our bubble envelope and very carefully with some scissors trim off this top end like this. That's it, we go all the way down. There we go. And then we're going to get our hole punch and make holes at the open end here, like that. Then let's get our shoelace and feed it through the holes like this. And then we're going to tie a knot on the other end. Here we go. Let's tie a knot.
You're not going to do it!
Very funny, Tocky, I get it. Knot, yeah, very funny. There's our knot. OK, right, now let's put some glue on here. And we're going to put on, first of all, our rectangle of felt. On it goes. And then we're going to put our big circle on next. And then we're going to put our medium-sized circle. And then we're going to put on our small circle. And we are finished!
Only just!
And if you've got more than a minute, you can make all sorts of bubble bags. This one is made with felt stripes. And this one has a checked pattern. Bubble bags made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. First, take a bubble envelope and punch holes through the open end like this. Thread a long shoelace through the holes to make handles and tie knots in the ends. Glue on a large sheet of felt and decorate it with felt shapes to finish your bubble bag.
Why don't you try making it in a minute? It's Minute Make time. Come on, everyone. And here's what we're going to make today. A jazzy pot that holds a lot. Perfect for all your bits and pieces. Now, to make a jazzy pot like this, you will need a plastic tray, lots of bits and pieces like sequins, beads and small toys, a small plastic plant pot, and a rolling pin. Plus, we will need some air drying clay that you can find in an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. Whew. I've got it. There's the air drying clay. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
Not a chance!
Well, let's find out. I'm going to have to be very quick. But don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Are you ready? Great! Let's make it in a minute. Start the clock. Right, let's get our lump of air drying clay and roll it into a flat sausage shape. There we go. Just keep rolling. Roll and roll and roll like that. This is looking good. Now let's get our plant pot and cover it in the clay. Here we go. We'll try and cover the whole thing like this and then squidge it down on the bottom there and then overlap it and push everything down to make a pot shape. There we go. This is looking good.
Halfway there.
Halfway already? Oh no. There we go. That's nice. And when it's completely covered in clay, we can cover it in the bits and pieces. Get plenty on and you just push them all into place like this. You can do it with your hands like this. You can use whatever bits you like.
10 seconds.
Oh, 10 seconds to go. Just keep pushing. Got a few seconds left. There we go. Here's my jazzy pot. Fantastic.
Just in time.
Phew, that was close. And when it's dry and you've got more than a minute, you could cover it in gloopy PVA glue to keep all the bits in place. Yeah, why not try a really big one with a big plant pot? This one is covered in buttons and it's great for keeping your scissors and paintbrushes in. Why not try nuts, bolts and washers? Perfect for your felt tip pens. Jazzy pots made in a minute. Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Roll the air drying clay out with a rolling pin. Wrap it around the plant pot so it's totally covered. Then roll it in a tray with all your bits and pieces to make a fantastic jazzy pot.
Why don't you try and make it in a minute? Here's a good idea. Find yourself a box like this one here and fill it with lots of cardboard and plastic things that you might normally throw away. You never know when something might come in handy for a really clever make. Like, yes, this empty cardboard kitchen roll tube. It could become... Ooh, a telescope! Ha-ha! Ahoy there, shipmate! Let's set sail for Maker Island! Or this roll could become... a saxophone! Or it could be... Oh, it could be... it could be... Wait a minute. I've just had a great idea. Let's make something.
Make a gigantic pencil case pencil with an old cardboard tube. Perfect for keeping all your pens and pencils inside.
Let's make it. As well as a cardboard tube, we'll need some other things from the doodle drawers. Some paint. Some tissue paper and some gloopy PVA glue. Ooh. A pink sponge and some white paper. And some sticky tape and a black pen. Whoa! Now, to make your very own pencil case, like this one here, it's very useful. Look, you can open it up, pop in your pencils, and then they all stay inside. Fantastic! Now, we need to draw a circle on some white paper that's slightly bigger than our cardboard tube. So we're going to draw it around here. Now, a good tip for doing that is to draw around something that's round, like a small plastic bowl, like this. There we go. A perfect circle. Now, we're going to cut this out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Ooh. Next, make a snip in this circle just up to the middle. Now that's going to be starting here and going up just to about there. Now this snip will help us curl this circle into a cone shape. Watch, here we go. Now this is a bit fiddly and slightly tricky, so you might want to ask an adult to help you. There we go. There's our cone. Now we can use some sticky tape to stick it in place. Great! So there is our cone. Now this is going to be the tip on the end of our pencil. So we need to use some sticky tape to stick our cone onto the end of our cardboard tube. Next, we need to cover our pencil shape with a layer of tissue paper and a very special gloopy mixture, which is made up of half gloopy glue and half water. Let's give it a mix. Now let's cover the whole thing and then leave it to dry. When it's dry, we can paint our pencil. Now you can choose whatever colours you like, but how about we do a yellow pencil with a silver band and a pink rubber on the end. And when the paint is dry, we can add some extra detail with a black pen. That's a point at the end of the pencil, some nice lines running all the way along, and then maybe some rivets at the end holding the rubber in place. Finally, to stop all of our pens and pencils falling out of the other end, we need to draw around the open end of our pencil case onto some pink sponge. There we go. That gives us a lovely, perfect circle. Now we're going to cut this out very carefully, but this is a bit tricky, so you might want to ask an adult to help you with this bit. Now we can pop all of our pens and pencils into the end of our pencil case. Here they go. And get our foam circle, squeeze it in, and it holds everything in place. There, isn't that great? A really handy pencil case. Fantastic. And you can make any sort of pencil case that you like. How about a small pencil case made out of a really short tube? Or how about a really big pencil case made from a really big cardboard tube? Fantastic! Those cardboard tubes just keep getting bigger and bigger. Imagine if there was one even bigger than that. No, that would never happen. Wow! What a knockout! Although I think I'm going to have trouble finding a box big enough to put this in. Oh, it's minute make time! Come on! Here's what we're going to make today. A pencil bug. Oh, Mr. Pencil Bug, I'm woolly pleased to see you. Now, to make one of these, you will need some sticky tack, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, a pencil, a short piece of wool, and a very long piece of wool. Now, we'll also need some googly eyes. Now, you can get these from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Here they are. Our googly eyes. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way!
Oh, well, I think I can. I'm going to have to be very quick, though. But don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end.
Stop the clock!
Here we go. Get the long piece of wool and start wrapping it around your hand like this. Round and round it goes. And then carefully slide it off your hand. Get the small piece of wool and then tie it in the middle like that. There we go. Tie it nice and tight. There. And then get a pair of scissors and very carefully cut through the loops there on both sides. There's one side and here's the other side now. There we go, that gives us a fluffy bug. Now we need to glue on these googly eyes like this. There's one googly eye. There's the other googly eye. And then if we get our sticky tack on the end of our pencil, there it is. We can push it on to our pencil bug. Phew, I made it.
Only just?
Yes, and if you've got more than a minute, you can make all sorts of pencil bugs. How about a brilliant blue one? Or even this big one, made out of multicoloured wool. Pencil bugs made in a minute. Why don't you try and make one? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Wrap a long piece of wool around your hand and carefully take it off. Tie a smaller piece of wool around the middle of it. Cut the loops of wool around the edges and glue on googly eyes. Stick it on top of the pencil with sticky tack to complete your woolly pencil bug.
Why don't you try and make it in a minute? Great! It's minute make time! Here's what we're going to make today. A lolly stick bookmark. It looks great and it also slides on to your favourite page like this, so it's easy to find. Fantastic! Now, to make one of these, you will need a black pen, a pair of scissors, 2 lolly sticks, a glue stick, 3 pieces of craft foam, and some sticky tape. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way!
Well, fancy you saying that, Tocky. I think I can do it, although I will have to be very quick. Don't worry, though. I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Let's make it in a minute. Let's get our pink and yellow craft foam and draw an ice cream. So that's made up of a cone shape like that. And of course, a big blob of ice cream. There we go. Let's very carefully cut those out.
Be careful!
I'm being careful, Tocky, don't you worry. There we go.
I like ice cream.
Yeah, I like ice cream as well, Tocky, but I haven't really got time to talk about that at the moment. There we go. Now, I'm also going to cut out a small circle of red foam. Now, that's going to be the cherry on the top. There we go. Right, let's get some sticky tape and our 2 lolly sticks. And I'm going to stick those lolly sticks together like that at the top. Then let's get some glue. Put some glue on there. And that's going to be our cone position. Then some glue on there. That's going to be the ice cream, like that. And then that's going to be the cherry on the top.
Add some detail to the cone.
I've done it!
That was close.
Yes, that was a bit close, wasn't it? But now I can put my bookmark into my book by opening it up like that and then sliding it onto a favourite page. Very nice indeed. Fantastic! And if you've got more than a minute, you can make all sorts of bookmarks. Like this panda made with white craft foam. Or how about this wiggly bookworm made with peach-coloured craft foam? Lolly stick bookmarks made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Draw an ice cream on the craft foam and carefully cut it out. Tape the ends of the 2 lolly sticks together. Then glue the craft foam pieces to the taped ends of the lolly sticks to finish your lolly stick bookmark.
Why don't you try and make it in a minute?